Have you ever thought about your endocrine system? What does the endocrine system do? Why is a hormone like a message in a bottle? And what did Kurt Vonnegut have to say about the endocrine system? Hello, I'm David Bybee. I am an internist and an endocrinologist. I'm retired for more than 30 years in clinical practice and more than 50 years in medicine. I teach now at our medical school at MSU, WWAMI. I hope that you will join me for our session, The Endocrine System and You, February 19th, 2025, and for the subsequent three Wednesdays after that. On our first visit, we'll look at an introduction to endocrinology and focus on the pituitary gland. At the second visit, we'll look at everyone's second favorite hormone system, the thyroid. On the third visit, we'll take up the thorny issue of diabetes mellitus, a very important and serious disease. And then on the fourth visit, we'll get to energy balance, weight management, and the newer anti-obesity drugs. Each session, there will be time for your questions, which is a very important part of this lecture series. I'll be glad to answer questions on anything in medicine, and understand, please, that this is not medical advice for prescription. This is for education and entertainment. I'm looking forward to seeing you then. Bye.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm Candy. This is Sam.
Hi.
We are obsessed with musicals. We met in a musical. We have acted in musicals together and separately. We have co-directed musicals here in New Jersey. And now we're teaching courses all over on Zoom. Our base is Rutgers University, but we also have done talks on Princess Cruise Lines. And what course are we opting to teach?
Well, we're going to teach a course on the great composers of Broadway musicals and movie musicals. Remember, in the past, the big hit songs of the day came from movie musicals and Broadway musicals. We're going to explore the work of Irving Berlin, considered by many to be the father of the American musical, who brought us White Christmas and God Bless America.
And George Gershwin, who brought jazz to the musical.
And Cole Porter, who was the master of the list song, and he wrote very, very provocative lyrics.
Woohoo! Lawrence Hart, whose lyrics were very sophisticated and mixed perfectly with the lush melodies of Rogers.
And Kander and Ebb, who wrote funny songs.
So if you like musicals or you want to know more about musical, especially musical composers, then please join us for our course.
Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
Hello, I am Stephen Guggenheim, and this spring I will be giving my third course on opera for Olli at MSU. In order to go more in depth than I have in the past, this course will focus on just two composers, Richard Wagner and Giuseppe Verdi. Born in the same year, 1813, they were both extraordinary musical geniuses. They led very interesting lives as well. They faced similar challenges in their personal and public lives, and they responded in very different ways. We will begin by comparing the musical traditions which they inherited, and that should give anybody who doesn't have a background in opera plenty of chance to get oriented. Then we will talk about the work that they did, and in doing that we will be listening to a lot of opera videos and recordings. Compare the way they worked and how their work developed over time. Finally, we will be comparing the influence that each had on the culture and art of their times, and even that of future generations, including ours. a complicated agenda. And so the question arises, am I qualified to give this course? It's a good question. As I said, it was my third course. I played in the opera orchestra of Intermountain Opera Bozeman for more than 20 years. But I am a retired physician and medical educator, not a musicologist. But I will do my best to share the enthusiasm that I have had since I started listening to opera at age 12, to share my love of opera and what knowledge I have with you. I hope you will join me.
I'm Dr. Daniel Koltz, and I am the gerontology specialist with Montana State University Extension. I'm housed in the College of Education, Health and Human Development, and the Department of Human Development and Community Health. I love teaching students on healthy aging and the principles that surround that because they can start young. Gerontology is the study of aging across the lifespan, but healthy aging is different for all of us. So I invite you to participate in a course with me to talk about what it is to age in a healthy manner. We're going to cover topics that include physical activity, nutrition, and sleeping well. Those three particular topics are integrated in physical health, mental health, and emotional health. We need to live a healthy life by following several different principles within those. We're also going to cover topics on dementia and Alzheimer's, caregiving, social connection, and lifelong learning. I'm a social gerontologist. I believe that all of these things operate through a social lens. We can operate through different lenses, but I also believe that when we engage with other people in life, we can live a long and healthy life. So once again, I encourage you to engage with me in this course on healthy aging and come explore these topics with me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tara Sewell-Lassiter. I'm the director of first year seminar at Montana State University, and I'm also a historian specializing in ancient Egypt. Thanks to the wonderful invitation from Olli, I'll be offering a course entitled Ancient Egypt in 10 Objects. This class will occur in the spring of 2025 on Tuesdays from 3 to 5 p.m., beginning on February 25th and going through April 1st. This course will guide attendees through the history of ancient Egypt in those 10 objects, starting with the pre-dynastic period, journeying through the Old, Middle, and New Kingdoms, with stops along the way at the warring intermediate periods, and finishing with the Ptolemaic and Roman periods. Each object will be selected to represent the unique and informative aspects of each time period which they represent. Each will be a distinctive and interesting artifact selected with the goal of presenting new material, ideally pieces which you may have never seen before. The goal of the course will be to not only provide attendees with a clear trajectory of Egyptian history and cultural developments, but also to gain new insight into those periods by learning about these less well-known objects. Each class will cover 2 objects, but there will be time for questions and discussion as well. I want to know what you would like to know more about. I hope that I will see you when classes begin in February. I am so looking forward to teaching this course, and I just know we're going to have a fantastic time together.
My name is Ashley Martins, and I'll be the instructor for Wonders of Spring, exploring bird migration, bird song, and breeding strategies in Montana. So even though it's fall here in Montana, I'm already eagerly looking forward to spring, my favorite time of the year, where birdsong fills the air and wings fill the skies. All kinds of colorful birds return from their wintering grounds to nest and breed here in Montana. So come join me as we explore the wonders of spring through investigating the latest science on bird migration, song, and breeding, as well as primitive skills and folklore about birds in springtime. Hope to see you there.
Hi everyone, I'm J.P. Pomnikowski. I'm a Montana state lawmaker. I served 7 sessions in the Montana House of Representatives for 3 and 4 sessions in the Montana State Senate. I am so pleased to be offering an Olli class on Montana's government and Montana's citizen legislature. Montana is unique among legislatures in that regular citizens serve as your lawmakers. I hope that you will join me for the class. It's really opportunistic, I think, that it coincides with Montana's legislative session. Our last 6 weeks of the session will be the 6 weeks of our class. March 19th is our first date. I hope you'll sign up to attend. We'll cover everything from elections, candidacy, how you qualify to become a candidate, and why you should become a candidate, how you can participate in your government, how you can participate in the legislature this year. We'll cover committee work. All of the work is done in committees. We will cover floor sessions of the House and the Senate, the roles of all the other agencies, how directors are selected, how other commissions are appointed or elected, statewide offices, all the rest. I know government can seem kind of dry, but it's not. I can give you personal perspectives from years of service as a lawmaker, and it's far more personal than you would think. So please join me and schedule your days for the Olli class, Montana's Government and Montana's Citizen Legislature with me, J.P. Pomnikowski. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. My name is Derek Strawn, and I'm here once again to promote a new class for the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. This class is a Bozeman history class, and I am really excited to be pitching it to you today. As you might know, I was Bozeman's Historic Preservation Officer for about 9 years, and this is a topic that I feel really passionately about. In this course, we are going to dive into not only the developmental history of Bozeman and how it interconnects with Montana and American history, but also we're going to take a look at some key biographical figures in our town's story, and maybe what I'm most excited about, some architectural history. So we will spend some time discussing the key landmarks that have defined Bozeman's urban landscape. We'll talk about architectural styles that you can still find when walking Bozeman's older neighborhoods. This is a class that I feel is important for those of us that have lived in Bozeman a long time to connect or reconnect with our town's heritage. But I also really am passionate about this class because I feel like it's a great opportunity for newcomers to learn about Bozeman's story and to become vested in its future success. So I hope you'll join me for this new class. As always, thank you for your consideration and thank you for your support for the Montana State University Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. Take care, everybody, and I hope to see you in the spring. Bye.
Hi, I'm Rob Thomas, and I'm a Regents Professor of Geology at the University of Montana Western in Dillon. This coming spring, I'm going to be offering an Olli Zoom class entitled Geology of Montana and Yellowstone National Park. Now, my goal with the course is to help you understand a little bit about how the Earth works, to learn the deep time history of Montana, and to better appreciate the relationship between Earth processes and our Montana home. This is a Zoom class, and it'll be offered on Mondays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and it's designed for you, the layperson. The specific offerings include the Geological History of Montana on February the 24th, the Geological History of Yellowstone National Park, which will be on March 3rd, the Evolution of the Upper Missouri River, which will be on March 10th, the Geology of Hot Springs in Montana and Yellowstone National Park, which will be on March 17th, and Mine Waste Remediation on the Upper Clark Fork, which will be on March the 24th. Now, each presentation will be followed by plenty of time for questions and discussions. And there's no required readings for this course, but if you want to pick up a second edition of the Roadside Geology of Yellowstone Country or Roadside Geology of Montana, I'll make $1.50 off each one of those books, which kind of barely qualifies as self-promotion. So thanks for considering, and hope to see you online this spring.